Right. Today, we're asking questions that science itself struggles to answer.
Okay.
Are we living inside a simulation? Is the universe a hologram?
Yeah.
Could you right now be immortal without knowing it? All right. These aren't just sci-fi ideas. They're actual theories debated in physics, cosmology, and philosophy. And strangely, many of them sound like echoes of ancient tablets, and from mystical texts carved thousands of years ago. But anyways, let's dive right in, and we're going to tell y'all what we're talking about. You want to go ahead and start it off?
Hell yeah, I'll go ahead and start it off.
Because I know you got some good,
man, bro,
strange.
The research I did, it's too much for my little brain, but I'm figuring it out.
Nigga, mine too.
But do you believe we live in a simulation?
It's very possible, nigga. Because what is that? The Fibonacci
sequence.
Fibonacci sequence.
Uh-huh.
Man, I was just reading the other day that about even sunflowers.
Yeah, they have
the seeds. That shit's just everywhere, bro.
It's everywhere.
I mean, can you describe that to me or break that down to me? Why you find that sequence everywhere? I mean, it's like a code.
It is a code that proves that there was a creator to this simulation.
Yeah. Like what the hell, nigga? Like,
man, I get into it. I'm gonna get into a lot of
DNA,
that shit.
Though. If you think about it, DNA is code too.
It is code. That's exactly what it is.
It's just a code of life, but it's everywhere, and that's crazy.
That's crazy. But
okay,
all right,
so break down that.
Right, man. All right, so have you ever heard of the Double Slit Experiment?
Oh man, that shit's crazy right there.
Yeah, that's like the best way to prove that we live in a simulation.
Really? Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy, but it's very complicated. But I'm gonna get into it.
Go ahead and dive into that.
So basically, there was a physicist by the name of Thomas Young in 1771, a long time ago, and he tried out this experiment. So basically, what he did was he made a square. And he just made one slit. So basically, it's like you grab a knife and you just cut, in the center. And he shot, you could say like marbles through it. You know what I'm saying?
What were they called? Just some type of particle, right?
Yeah. So something that's a particle, right? For now. So he shot these marbles through these slits. And what anybody else would expect, it just went through, and behind there he put a backdrop. So basically,
to record.
To record these marbles hitting the backdrop, so he can see where they're hitting. Right. I mean, but that simple experiment, right? You throw the marble through there, it's gonna hit the backdrop and just make one line. So he added to this, and he said, all right, let's try this with two slits. So he put two slits on this piece of metal and just shot through it. And just like anyone would think, of course, it just made two slits. So he was like, all right, let's fuck around with this, and let's do this with waves. So he put this steel plate in water, but only halfway, so wave can go through the slit and hit the backdrop. So he put it half in water, and he dropped the ball in the water, and a wave started, and whenever the wave hit the slit, would make a whole brand new wave, and it would go towards the backdrop. But it only and when that would happen, it would only hit once on the backdrop, right, like when it first made contact. So he tried this with two slits now. So he put two slits on there, and he dropped the ball in the water, and the waves were, go towards the slit. But when they go past the slit, something completely different happened. They were interfering and intersecting each other because both slits created their own wave pattern, right? So he put light through this, and light is particle.
Oh, that's right. That's where you get it.
Yeah,
I forgot he did that water test.
Yeah, so he put light through this because light is particle. And
light particles.
Yeah. Exactly. So in theory, if you were to point a light through this, in theory, it should just put 2 lines down for each slit.
Right.
And water or light is now acting as a wave, which is, impossible because light is a particle, but now it's acting like wave. So he realizes, he's like, what the fuck? Like, and this is where he made the light wave theory, because, he observed this, but he took it a step further. He's like, all right, let's fuck with photons and electrons.
Yeah, it gets crazy, right?
It gets real crazy, bro. So he started with, all right, let me shoot photons and electrons through one slit, right? Well, it did what it's supposed to. It just goes straight through and hits the backdrop, just making one line. But then he took it a step further and said, all right, let's put 2 slits. And remember,
in theory,
electrons and photons are
waves.
Particles. No, they're particles.
They're particles.
So
that's right.
Yeah, so he's shooting these electrons and photons through these 2 slits. It started acting as a wave. So basically, what that means is when they go through, what I mean by they're acting as a wave is, the particles are making these several.
They're changing into waves, right? Waves of potential is what they call it. That one?
I haven't heard about that one.
Waves of potential. So basically,
turn this down.
They could do anything, either hit that back wall.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Or they could, when they turn into a wave, basically they could just fucking do all kinds of different things. They call it waves of potential. Yeah, that's crazy.
That makes a lot of fucking sense. Yeah, because waves of potential, but at the same time, it shouldn't be doing that. Like
no, it shouldn't.
It should just go through and make maximum 2 slits, because there's only 2 slits and these things are going through it. But now it's making 6 or 7 fucking lines in the back, which means a particle is now acting as a wave, which is impossible.
You about to get into the important part, though.
Yeah, right? Believe it or not, there's still a lot to get there, because he bumped up the test. He was like, all right, I want to understand why the fuck particles are acting like waves. He had a theory. He's thinking when these particles pass the 2 slits, when they go out from the other side, they're bumping into each other and dispersing out, causing them to make these multiple lines. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was his theory, but then again, it's just a theory. So he said, all right, fuck it. Let's make this test more complicated. Let me just shoot 1 electron. You know what I'm saying? Just 1. Fuck multiples. We're just going to shoot 1 electron and see what happens, because in theory, you shoot 1 electron, it should just hit the backdrop and make 1 line.
In theory.
In theory. But the problem with him doing this was it started acting like a wave again. It started creating these multiple stripes on the backdrop.
Shit.
Right,
what the hell going on?
What's going on, right? Why the fuck is a particle acting like a wave? Like maybe you could say like a vibration, like you said, what was it?
Sound waves, light waves.
Now you're saying something about opportunity.
Waves of potential.
Waves of potential,
so
right?
That particle just turned into a wave of potential.
Right. So he bumped it. So he was like, all right, let's bump this test up. Let's observe what's happening. Why the fuck is it doing this, right? Because he's thinking once before that 1 electron goes through, he thinks right before it goes right before it goes through a slit, they separate and they go through a slit independently, and then they hit each other and they bounce off, and that's what's creating it. That was his theory. So he was like, all right, let's observe this motherfucker and see why the fuck it's doing this. So that was when he shot the fucking electron through the slit, and it did exactly what the fuck it was supposed to do, and it only created 2 slits. But literally 20 minutes ago, it was making 7 fucking stripes on the backdrop.
Right.
So he was like, what? Like that makes no sense. So him observing it completely destroyed the functionality of the results of the test.
Mm-hmm. It changed.
It changed all. The only difference was now he was observing it because he wanted to see what was happening.
Boy, that's man.
So when you talk about that, it knows that you're observing it.
Yeah, their conscience.
It's conscience of you observing it.
Uh-huh.
But the complexity of this study was to prove. So basically, if you're not observing it, it's on, like, you could say power saving mode.
Almost like
you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Like when you play a fucking game.
Ándale.
You know,
yeah.
The further you go, the
Shit's
map starts making itself out.
It's got to render. I mean? It's got to render to your observation.
But it's not there when you're not looking at it.
Exactly, you know? Right? Until you observe it.
Like my house right now, that I'm not there. Or nobody's looking at my house.
Is it just a wave?
Yeah, it's just waves of potential.
Hijo de su madre.
But as soon as somebody looks at my house, then it pops up into the structure that we stack the atoms in.
Ándale, exactamente. You know what I mean? With this, he realized this thing knows that I'm observing it. And the only way that's possible is if we're in a game engine. And we're, you know what I'm saying? We're in a game engine, and he discovered a bug. You know what I'm saying? Like a little error.
Damn, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
he found a little bug. You know what I'm saying?
He found that shit.
And he started to think, like, holy shit, human observation has, you know what I'm saying, power, you know? And he started realizing this thing is conscience, exactly like you said.
Well, you know what's crazy about that? Now, I didn't think about it until you just said it like that. Mm-hmm. But our words have power.
Exactly.
We did a video on that, right?
Yeah.
Now you're telling me that our sight has power.
Yeah.
Damn, what's next? Our ears?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we covered that too. What, somatic? No, we haven't covered cymatics, huh?
No, not really.
Damn, we're going to have to do that next.
We will.
Damn, our senses seem real powerful, my nigga.
Yeah.
Is what I'm getting here too, though. But, all right. What's up?
So basically, are we in a game engine? And all he did, what was that?
Find a glitch. Yeah,
and he just found a glitch or a bug. Because in that case, that means our reality acts like a video game on a computer. Saying when no one is looking, it acts as its simplest. Basically, you could say it's on power saving mode. And whenever you observe it, its complexity comes back together to satisfy the observer. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. I wonder what would happen if he had 2 observers. Would they both see something different?
I'm glad you said that because they added to this test.
What?
They added to this test in the 60s.
Nah.
They updated this shit because one guy started thinking, okay, if this thing knows that we're observing it, and whenever you try to observe it, it does what it's supposed to, and when you're not, it does something else. Let's catch it slipping. Basically, with them, what they mean by that is, let's shoot an electron through this motherfucker, and right when it passes the slit, observe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're trying to catch it slipping.
They're trying to catch it slipping. You know what I'm saying? So in theory, it comes out as a wave, and it passes the slit as a wave. But right when it passes the slit, they fucking turn on the camera and they can finally witness it.
What? They finally got it?
No, hell no.
Nah. I was finna say, they got it.
You can't fuck with this coded reality that we live in. So let me tell you the crazy part about this test.
What the hell happened with that?
So they understood they couldn't just do it on the first try. They have to go back to their consensus in the past. So what they ended up doing is they wanted to prove that it's still doing the same thing. It's acting like a wave. So they didn't observe it, right? They let it shoot. They let the electron shoot without observing it. And it did the same fucking thing. It created multiple stripes, right? And then they turn on the fucking observer randomly with no fucking, you know what I'm saying? No structure to it, just randomly.
Just randomly.
Oh, the crazy part was it was shooting exactly how it's supposed to, but right when they turned it on, the fucking electron did exactly what it was supposed to do.
No shit.
But not only that, the crazy part is this thing had to go back in time or to the future to know what we were gonna do, or to go back in time to correct itself.
Man, I got some shit on that. It's crazy. All this stuff you're bringing up, it's gonna lead to some shit I got here, my nigga.
Really?
Some different type of theories.
Really?
So it either went back in time or forward
or
in time?
Or it went in the future. Okay, look. So
before you even did that, it was
doing.
Man,
it was acting like a wave. So they try to catch it slipping, but right when they turn it on, it did what the fuck. And there's only two explanations. It went back in time, corrected itself, so you can record it doing it, or it knew the future of what you were gonna do and when to act right.
That's fucking crazy, man.
So knowing that is nothing more than a simulated video game satisfying its observer.
That's crazy.
Okay, but
this ain't no video. Oh shit!
Is it a video game? But hold on.
That's crazy.
Let's talk about the observer effect. This fucking mic is nothing but electrons and photons and atoms.
Yeah, and their conscience.
So
just like that photon.
So the question is the only reason why this is here is because we wanted it and we observed it?
We stacked it. Yeah, it's because we're observing it right now. But if we left all this in here, we went outside to smoke that fucking brisket, these ain't even here, really.
But is this evidence of manifestation? But so what I'm trying to get with is if you just observe something like even a thought, and you just think about it, you're like, I'm gonna get that shit. Will it materialize into real life?
That's what this did.
Like the double slit experiment?
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what this... Somebody thought...
This is a game, bro.
Somebody thought this in their head.
Mm-hmm.
They got it. They brought it out of the fucking ether, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Then they put it on paper. They drew it out. Hey, this is how I want my microphone to look, right?
Yeah.
Then they turned it into a 3D object. You know, so everything, this table, it came from a thought.
Yeah,
this microphone came from a thought. This came from a thought.
And now we're just observing.
And now we're just...
It materialized. But it's hard.
But just like you said,
what?
It was manifested or...
All right.
Man, it's crazy.
It's crazy. So on a quantum level, this means reality materializes when you observe. So what happens if you observe wealth and health and all that?
Exactly.
What the fuck are you going to get? Right? Could this be a cheat code and evidence of manifestation? Everything around you is just photons and electrons. And what if we just start observing? Are we God? Are we created? How deep? How deep does our creation get?
Yes, sir, we are.
You know what I'm saying?
It gets real deep.
So like you were saying, let's say I'm at work and I'm not looking at my studio. Is my studio just waves?
Waves of potential.
And whenever I come home and I look at it, it's like, oh shit, Raphael's looking. Let me materialize for him.
I mean, that's what the experiment told us, right? So basically, yeah, that's your answer. Yeah, exactly that. When you're not looking at it, it's not even there.
How the fuck?
But man, when I learned about that experiment, man, I think about that shit and everything now. Like
we have to. This shit's a game.
Like when I go to the restroom in my crib. I'm like, damn. So that means the rest of my crib ain't even here.
Unless your girl's looking at it. And it's materializing for her.
Yeah.
Right.
But if I'm just at home by myself, I could only observe the four walls in my restroom, right? So the rest of my house ain't even there, nigga. It's just, and I'm thinking about it.
Man, I know what you're saying.
What about thought? Like, what if I'm thinking about it? Can that put it there still? Like, cause I can see it in my head, right? I know how my hallway looks.
This experiment proves reality renders when you observe it. Like,
only observed, right? Because he was thinking that particle should look a certain way.
He was thinking
so it don't work
shit.
that way with that.
I'm sure it wouldn't, right? But man, I've even heard a crazy theory that supposedly, let's say you're standing still and you start spinning fast and you start seeing everything in line. Supposedly, by you spinning fast, is not enough time for the world to render to you.
Damn, that makes sense.
Like a video game.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
It's loading still. Hold it up.
It's loading. Like, bro, give me some fucking time so I can render for your ass.
Hey, I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, that's
that's some crazy.
Man.
Now that double slit experiment, that's a badass experiment. But you gotta. That's not just an experiment. He was doing that with physical shit. Bro. You know, it was a discovery.
Physical
universe. So it's not something this nigga just made up. This is really happening. Like right now, you got real and shit out there. We can't even see it.
It's probably just like waves doing this, waiting for me to come by so we can.
Yeah.
Like what shit easier. It's a fucking trip, bro. It's It's nothing more than a video game, because you can do that on video games. Show you the exact same fucking sequence.
Okay, but you got that. We got that as evidence now. The Fibonacci sequence. I mean, this shit. It's just all lining
But
up.
look. What if I tell you there's another experiment that was discovered literally
what else you got,
like 3 months ago that fits perfectly with the fucking double slit experiment.
And it ties it all in.
And it ties it all fucking in.
All right, what's up?
All right, so let me tie something in together with the double slit experiment and a new experiment that was literally discovered like 3 months ago. And it's fucking simple. And basically this shit was discovered by a man named Danny Goler. It's simple. Take LSD and point a laser at the wall and look into the laser. Nothing crazy. You don't need nothing, right? So basically what happens was people take LSD and they point a laser at a wall and they look into it and they start seeing code.
What?
They start seeing fucking code.
I think I've heard about that.
And the interesting part is you could say, okay, they're on drugs, they're hallucinating. But here's the thing. Every person who has tried it has had the exact same experience.
Really?
And for that to happen means this isn't a hallucination, because every person has a different trip, right? One guy can see a unicorn, the other guy sees a fucking elephant. But for every person to see the exact same thing, not only that, all of these people who were in the exercise, you know, they were not told what the point of this experiment was or what they were even going to see. They were just told, take LSD and look at that light. That's it. Nothing more. So they didn't expect to hear, you know, anything.
What?
But that LSD experiment, to me, is us actually finally seeing our code, right?
Yeah.
Look, what I believe is happening and proves that we live in a simulation is exactly like the double split experiment. When you hop on DMT and look at the laser, you separate yourself from the observer effect, bypassing it, and the particle phase collapses and goes into a wave move.
What?
Saying reality doesn't realize you're observing it yet, and now you are seeing its true form.
Damn, that's badass.
Is this a game? These people claim to be seeing Matrix code the exact same as in video games. Could this prove we're in a simulation and we are just seeing the back end of the 1001's code to this reality? You're seeing reality before it gets decided, like breaking a contract with reality.
Hey, I didn't even think about it like that.
So basically, you're on DMT looking through this laser and you're seeing the code.
They gave you a cheat code.
So basically, I think this is all my theory, right? I'm not saying that, you know, I didn't read this from anybody. I think what's happening here is reality, since you're on DMT, like you get separated from the observer effect. Basically saying the particle effect collapsed, and now you're in wave.
Basically, some type of glitch you found.
You glitch, and you're looking at this, and you're seeing the true code of this reality.
That's crazy. What do they see?
Code. Like,
what the fuck is it? Zeros and ones?
Yeah, and letters.
What?
Well, they're saying
almost like DNA or what?
Not well. I'm pretty sure you've seen like the 1001s running up and down.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like that. But the thing is, it's not 1001s. They say it's like an alien. They say like it's an alien language. Like it's letters and numbers, but not like ours. Like saying something else is code. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not ours.
It's not ours. Zeros and ones.
Yeah, you
right,
know what I'm saying?
That's our computers.
Those are our computers. What are their computers? You know, did we just finally find the fucking leak to see their fucking code? And a lot of people have drawn the fucking the code, and they'll tell other people, and they'll see the exact.
Show me what that. Do they got pictures?
They got pictures, videos.
What?
And the crazy part is this experiment is simple: LSD and a laser.
Hey, nigga, let's go get some.
And you don't even need a fucking $1,000 laser. Nah, you just
trying to go get some LSD or
fuck no. So my question is now, what happens if you point lasers at every fucking section of your room? Will you just like enter the matrix, you know, and
the whole room
and see all the code? You know what I'm saying? And you know, like the movie Matrix, where he enters his room where nothing but 1001s. Yeah, could that happen? You know what I'm saying? But nah, I'd rather let other people figure out that experiment. But
what the hell?
But yeah, I'll show you videos and clips on it. Yeah, people just looking at legends, they're like, what the fuck?
What?
So the thing is, what does this mean? What, you know, I want to ask you, what do you think is happening here?
AI.
This vato. So what? All right. What, you want to add something to that? Or just AI?
AI. I mean, what if we are one of the first created AIs?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That.
Okay. So if we are in a simulation, a game or whatever, and it's very possible if there's more ancient beings out there, are more intelligent beings, then they could have created this game.
And they're behind this code.
You know what I'm saying? And we could be their AI or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're getting conscience enough, because AI is gonna get conscience just like that.
Oh yeah, sentient.
And it's gonna start seeing fucking code everywhere too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The computer codes that we created it in.
I see what you mean. They're gonna find those pinch points.
I mean, that could be us, but I think it goes deeper and deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? But everything is also one.
Yeah,
you
I see
can't,
what you mean.
Like, you can't make the codes up like atoms.
Yeah.
You know, we can't. We could build this tablet and all this shit, but we're using atoms that were already built and are here.
Yeah, we're just putting them together to make something.
So you can't get rid of that Fibonacci sequence, that God's fingerprint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But man,
look. So
is that all you got? Cause
no, I got a lot to add to this.
Whoa.
I believe this cuts into the double.
You know
split
what? Let me add, since we're on that simulation. Let me add a part of what I got here.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me add what I got on simulation here. Might as well, since we're on that part. Let me tell you this, man. This is crazy. So, an example of what I was telling you about the game. It comes from Stanford University, where students and researchers created a Sims-like game powered by AI characters, right? All right. This is what they built. They designed a small virtual town nicknamed Smallville. Inside, digital residents weren't just scripted NPCs. They were generative agents powered by an AI model similar to ChatGPT. All right, look, each character had a backstory, name, personality, a job. Each character had a memory system. They could remember past events. They had the ability to plan their day, reflect, and interact with others, all on their own. Oh, ain't that what we do every day?
Hell yeah, exactly what the fuck
we got a name, a personality, a job, and we got the ability to plan our day, reflect, and interact with others. Look, this is how it worked. Characters woke up, ate breakfast, went to work, chatted with neighbors, and even started relationships, all without human input, my nigga.
Oh, shit.
This is a game they created.
Yeah, they started living a life.
Just living a life without any human interference. We don't got to interfere with it no more, and they're just going to keep living their life.
Yeah.
They're going to keep building relationships, break up, or whatever. This is a game. And one test, some of the AI residents decided on their own to organize a Valentine's Day party.
Oh, shit.
On their own,
they're
nigga.
Figuring it out. Yeah, they're creating festivities.
Look, they sent invitations, decorated, and showed up purely from emergent AI behavior, nigga.
Oh, shit.
Boy, ain't that fucking crazy?
No, yeah, that's
this
real
is a
fucking
game,
crazy.
nigga. And
damn.
It's like they're gaining consciousness. Look, they created a Valentine's Day.
For them to do that Valentine's Day, that means they're understanding love and bonding.
You see what they just created here?
They're learning from themselves. You know what I'm saying?
They're learning from themselves.
But what's that? What the thing is? What's the difference between us and them?
And
we're
them
both
now.
code. That game and us are code. But who written our code?
Exactly.
Who wrote our code?
What
right?
if
Shit.
somebody else could have created a game just like this and we're in that fucking game?
I with that fucking LSD thing, I believe so.
Do you hear this shit? Golly. Boy, that's a crazy ass.
That's fucking trippy, bro.
Names, personalities, jobs.
But let me Valentine's
relationships. All on their own. No human.
And it's only gonna grow. Yeah, no human telling them, "Hey, love this person." Hey,
what happens when they start trying to go to outer space and shit like that? You know what? I think
they're gonna realize it's a simulation.
But you know what? I think they even did that. They added different galaxies and planets in there too. I don't know, nigga. That's game. I don't even know what it's called, but
I'll find it.
But it's freaking
I know what
crazy,
you're talking
man.
about. But look. So their code written and they haven't seen it yet, right?
Not yet.
They think like, oh shit, this is beautiful. They're discovering Valentine's. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
But
man.
the game you were saying, I
wait till they get a hold of that.
Wait till they get. They're gonna eventually see our 1001s.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna see, right?
Code, bro. Bro, let's talk about code a little bit. Code, like you said, is in us. Bro, my chihuahua just gave birth, and she's programmed to be a mother. You know, people call it instinct. Yeah, I see code. I see it as a programming.
Yeah, it is basically.
Because if you separate her from her kids, and you open the door, 10 minutes later she's running to her kids. Like if her programming is on her, go to your kids, feed them. People call it instinct. I see programming. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And for that to happen, it's in our DNA. And what I mean by that, someone
it's
put
coded
that,
in our DNA.
It's coded in our DNA. And I feel like dogs who don't care about their kids had a problem in their code. You know what I'm? They had a little malfunction.
Yeah, you're right about that. And that's exactly what happens. You know, with deformities and stuff when people are born. That's what happens. Something messed up in their DNA.
Yeah.
And so maybe the code got mixed up a little bit, and that's when shit goes wrong.
So what? Man, so is this a simulation? Yes.
I guess yes.
Bro, the shit I looked into is absolutely this world is a fucking simulation.
The question after that would be, so what now?
Let's get into it. Is it possible to go from code written to code observer to code writer?
What?
Do you believe that there's a way?
Well, we're doing that now, ain't we?
We're writing our code. The thing that I think is best to do is understand this concept and do something about it. Mm-hmm. Because this shit is not a fucking joke, right? This isn't a game.
No, it's not a joke. It
is a game, right?
You can't even say that no more, man.
I can't even say it's not a game. It is a game, but play the game by this. Man,
this ain't a game, nigga.
The one thing I've realized is this world has rules. Because we can put rules in a game, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've noticed, bro, this world has rules, and we have to respect them. And the people who don't respect them, their life goes to shit. Man, so I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way to be a code writer. I'm trying to write code now, but in my life, obviously. I'm not talking about video games. We're code written.
Would your life be a video game?
Man, see, you see how deep it is? Like, God damn.
You're trying to find the cheat codes to your video game, basically.
Ándale, ahí está. And to begin with is you have to fucking understand it. And you have to respect it. Because I'm not going to be like, nah, that's stupid. No,
it's smart. You got to know what's going on. You know, like a lot of people have that question: is why are we here? What are we doing here? This and all that. Well, this is how you find out. You get to the bottom of shit. You start looking, and that's what these scientists did. You know, that's what they're doing. They're getting to the bottom of it. And I was even listening to a scientist earlier, and he was like, he said the reason I got into this type of field, he was like, because I felt like it would help me better understand myself.
There you go. Exactly.
We have to understand what it means to even be human, you know?
Exactly.
And I felt that, man.
You have to respect the fucking game, bro. It is a game.
You're going to lose.
Because if not, and that's crazy. Like, all this is like, man, when I was reading all this shit, my brain was just like, damn, bro. You have to respect the fucking game. But what if I told you that there's 2 people who have left the Matrix?
Tell me about them.
All right, look, this woman right here, her name was Erin.
Who is that woman?
Erin Valenti. She was the CEO of Tinker Ventures.
Erin Valenti.
Yeah.
CEO. All
the
right.
CEO who escaped the Matrix and was assassinated. Owned a neurocontrol future of brain interface machines. And what I mean by that is
Tell me about
she would connect people's brains to machines. She would mix people's consciousness with the machine. So basically, you know, like people who don't have fingers, you know, she would make a robot with fingers connected to your brain, and now you have a fingers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Legs, arms, like amputees, or just for people, you know, who want to run something from far. So yeah, but she was deep in her field, bro. Like, she was into neuroscience and all that, but the CEO who escaped the Matrix and was assassinated owned the neurocontrol future of brain interface machines, brain learning, and neuroscience. Last words to her mother were, "It's all a game. It's a thought experiment. We're in the Matrix."
That's what she said?
That was her last text message to her mom, and they never heard from her. And 5 days later, they found her dead in a car in San Jose, with no evidence of bullet, foul play. They found no toxins. They disconnected her from reality. Bro, she wasn't even on drugs. Like, her system was clean of drugs. Her toxicology came back clean. No toxins, no gunshots. It's like if someone just came up to her and just disconnected her. She got way too fucking deep, bro.
Fucking with the next level, the programmers.
She was fucking with consciousness programming. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine being the mom, the parent, and your kid sends you a message like that. Yeah, this is all a game.
Yeah, so
damn,
what? Like what? Like what do you mean by that?
That's
you know,
deep, man. And then now your kid's gone.
And now your kid's gone and found dead.
And you just got that last text message to fucking to render on, man, nigga, I would be looking at that text message over and over trying to figure out.
Just trying to figure out what the fuck she means.
What did you mean by this?
Fuck, but what ended up happening was she went to San Jose to talk to investors, talk to friends, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She went up there happy. Her husband, her mother said this is the last person to ever do anything about suicide or, anything like that. So she went down there to meet up with these people, and she started noticing every day that went by, she started getting more worried, more nervous. And the day before her disappearance, was talking to her mom, but talking to her in very complex words and phrases that she didn't understand.
Oh, okay.
But trying to tell her this is all a fucking game. But I'm pretty sure her mom didn't understand. Talking about Matrix, code, and all that. You know what I'm saying? And then finally, the next day was when she sent that message. But the last day, they could not understand what she was saying because her mind was probably somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man.
How the fuck is that someone's last words? You know what I'm saying?
Man, that makes me want to. I wish I knew what the hell she was talking about. I'm sure we're just touching the tip of the fucking iceberg, is what they say. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But, man, she probably found something
deep. She dug deep into something, found something, because she neural control of a machine. So she was deep into consciousness, and figuring it out to make this fucking thing work. You know what I'm saying? But man, there's another guy. I don't know if you've heard of this guy, Jacobo Grinberg.
Nah,
This guy's got a crazy ass fucking.
Another dude who broke the Matrix.
Another dude who broke the Matrix and just fucking disappeared.
Nah.
So this man, Jacobo Grinberg, this man studied consciousness, meditation, shamanism, telepathy, remote viewing, consciousness grid, quantum physics, and everything in that realm. He wrote 50 books on these creepy subjects. He was fascinated by these subjects and made a woman named Pachita who claimed she broke the Matrix and was able to leave and come back on command.
What?
He studied her and got deep in this area because that was his area, right? He loves studying consciousness, the mind, remote viewing, and all that shit. So when this woman came, he's like, hell yeah, you're what I need to study. This woman Pachita would do miracles, right in front of him, have knifeless surgeries. He learned a lot from this woman about the Matrix and shit like that. But later in life, he started working for the CIA, known as the Stargate Project. Remote viewing, Pat Price, all the famous remote viewers of today were in there, and he was there with them all at the same time. CIA declassified documents shows that he was in there. This dude was a good remote viewer too. He later talked about the simulation and that this is all fake and there's code writing us and behind the scenes, right? But right around the time he started talking about this publicly is when he fucking disappeared.
Really?
The thing is, nobody or no one, nothing knows what the fuck happened to him. It's like he vanished into fucking thin air.
Hey, them programmers can do that if they want.
But man, this guy, just reading his rap sheet, bro. This dude was obsessed with everything consciousness and simulation.
Once you start getting into that shit,
50 books, in all this area, bro.
Have you looked into them books?
Yeah, he wrote a book about Pachita and the miracles. I haven't read them, but he's got a lot of books. But it all has to do with consciousness, shamanism. He wrote a book called Shamanism. He did some crazy ass experiments. He would link people during meditation. What? That sounds crazy to begin with. So basically what he would do is he would put two people in a meditative state, stimulate their brain with a certain frequency, both of them at the exact same time. And both of these meditative people claimed that they were like they could see each other in a meditative state. So what he's saying is he combined their brains
that shit gets deep.
on a consciousness level. What the fuck? This guy, and he's from the Ciudad de Mexico. He's a Mexican. Like, he would speak Spanish, right?
I think
his experiments were so, like the one I told you, like he experimented on shamans. Shamans, do miracles and shit like that, and he did all kinds of just crazy experiments, and they all proved something is behind this scene. What was that?
Man, that's crazy. No, I was just gonna say that Dr. Sebi learned a lot from some
Mexicans. Yeah, he gives thanks to.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is it shaman?
Somebody over there. I know he was talking about.
I guess the Mexican herbalist. There's another word.
Some type of herbalist or something.
But he learned a lot from them people. He gives thanks, for going to Mexico. But I don't know what do you think about that? You think they left the Matrix?
Nah, I think the programmers. Either they got his ass or he left. Those are the only two possibilities.
Let's look at it like this way. You don't know the name of that game? Let's just say The Sims, whatever.
How the fuck did he leave?
All right.
What?
So look. Imagine, but do you know what that game is called?
I don't.
You don't? All right, let's just say Sims, right?
Yeah, let's just say.
Let's just say you made the Sims game, right?
Right.
And then you're watching them. They're they're doing Valentine's. They're doing what they're doing. And then I don't know. You look behind you, and one of them bitches got out. And you're just like looking like, oh shit.
What the fuck, nigga?
Could that be what the fuck these dudes did?
What the fuck?
Oh, dude, you want to put?
Nigga.
You gotta take someone out like that in that case. You know what I'm saying?
And he's looking around here like,
he's like,
what is this? What are y'all doing here? He's like, hey, nigga, you fucking on my podcast, nigga.
Like, bro, how'd you get out?
Nah,
right?
That would be a trip, man.
But I feel like that's probably what happened to those two people.
Did they let them live? Or did they be like,
hey, cause now that you think,
you just hopped into another.
Cause earlier you said that they disconnected her. Just like they disconnected her. What if she went to the other side and they just like disconnected her soul from her physical body?
Exactly. Like, hey, nah, delete this motherfucker.
Hey, give this motherfucker knows. What? Oh man! Just imagine turning over and one of them fuckers is out of their game.
Are they in that body that you created them though?
Nah, maybe they're cold. Like the code that they're based off of.
And another.
You just turn around and you just see a sequence of code just looking at you and like.
What the fuck? So.
Oh man, bro. There's
are they just zeros and ones?
I would think so. Like you ain't never seen those.
What the fuck?
You ain't never seen those little scenes when something is a matrix and it's just a walking figure and it's just 1001 1001.
Oh yeah.
That's what it's gotta be.
Shit.
That's what it's gotta be, bro.
Damn, man.
I don't really know.
Nigga, nah, that shit got me tripped out, nigga.
He's like, oh shit!
Just
see a little.
Green.
Kick that fool! Like, what the fuck?
Nah, you can't. I don't know what the.
Hey, these motherfuckers.
What the fuck?
These motherfuckers left.
Is it worth it though? Leaving the motherfucker. What happens when you do leave? We have no idea what's on the other side. Is that almost like when we die, nigga?
Is it worth it? That's a good fucking question, bro.
Maybe there's just some shit that. I mean, cause I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this. But
why? If they're gonna take you out, you know what I'm?
Yeah.
That's a good fucking. Is it worth it?
Is it worth it, nigga? But
should we just enjoy our simulation and shut the fuck up? Like,
but what are we gonna talk about then, nigga?
No, but like,
I see why he was so into that shit. Why he wrote 50 books about it? Because man,
it doesn't hit.
It fucks with your head. You know what I'm saying?
It makes you want.
This is all you go to bed thinking about this shit. You wake up thinking about this. Well, why is this like this? Why is this like this?
And he was just a motherfucker that took the time.
Let me dig deeper. Mm-hmm. Eventually, this nigga found the answer, bounced, turned into some type of code, and maybe they unplugged his ass. I don't know. Or maybe he done took off, nigga. You know, maybe he's in a whole nother game. But what if he's in the gamer's game? Because, like you said, we're a game ourselves. We're creating another game.
Yeah. And eventually that game will create another game.
You know what I'm saying?
And then we're just...
But I've heard shit like that, though.
Yeah.
I've heard that it just goes on and on and on and on. And who knows how far we are away from the main source.
Damn. What? I see what you...
From the original game. Hey, you know, I told you...
But would you think there is an original, though? Who made them? You know what I'm saying? Like, you get into a paradox right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. But what were you gonna say?
That's deep as hell right there, man. But you can't get rid of the fucking code, nigga. There's always gotta be a code.
And it's gotta be respected.
And it's gotta be respected. And I think the code, no matter how deep it goes, it's all based on the same shit. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I can say is humans have found pinch points, like you know, bugs in where the simulation kind of doesn't ripple right. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I forgot what this scientist was, but I gotta look more into it.
Tell me, what you got?
He was talking about, you know, like the projectors.
Okay.
Say I got a screen here.
And
we got a projector over there, and it's projecting whatever image to the screen. So if you if we zoom in and go look deep on the screen, you see pixels of the big picture, but in smaller shit.
Damn, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And these pixels, this nigga was finding codes in it and shit, but I think he was finding it in our reality, almost
yeah.
You know,
I know what you're saying. He's finding that same
shit here, like we're a projection or some shit. Boy, nigga, I don't know. It was crazy.
Boy, like, hey,
I gotta get that scientist's name and shit for you. I was hearing about it, you know.
I remember Alex Jones talked about that and said scientists are finding pinch points, like little fuck ups. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Proving that this is all a simulation. This is simulation, right? What if mathematically you can prove that this is a calculated simulation?
What do you mean calculated?
All right. Let me tell you what I figured out. And this goes into Hitler and Napoleon Bonaparte. Look at this. Napoleon was born in 1760. Hitler was born in 1889, exactly 129 years apart. Napoleon came into power 1804. Hitler came into power 1933, exactly 129 years apart. Napoleon entered Vienna in 1812. Hitler entered Vienna in 1941, exactly 129 years later. Napoleon lost his war in 1816. Hitler lost his war in 1945, exactly 129 years later.
Nah.
Both came into power when they were 44 years old. Both attacked Russia when they were 52 years old. Both lost their war when they were 56.
What the hell?
So does this mean that not only are we in a simulation, it's a calculated simulation? As in saying the simulation is like, every 129 years, add this war into this simulation so it can spice it up for them. Because that is not fucking normal.
Nah, that's crazy.
You don't have those kind of similarities in history, and they both did the same thing, and they were all exactly 129 years later.
It was a mission that was supposed to get done, you know, and maybe one nigga failed, and so they had to put another dude in there to try to get that mission done. Because what if it had to be done for some bigger reason?
But what?
I don't know.
I see what you're saying. Something has to be done. But why is it at a very exactly 129 years later? Why couldn't it be 128 or each one different? That to me tells me something is behind the scenes writing all this stuff, because that's not accident. That's
Nikola Tesla. He was
Nikola Tesla
infatuated with 369.
Okay.
369. He would do a lot of shit in 3s or 6s or 9s. Like, they said this nigga would go up and down the elevator like 9 times and shit before he finally made it.
What? I've read that.
Yeah, so, man.
I'm actually going to talk about something like that.
And then the 369, too, that's also something that you run across everywhere. 3 plus 3 turns into 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. There's just a paradox kind of with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly what you said,
9 plus 3 is 12. You break down 12, you get 6. Just 369 is crazy.
Man, I remember reading that Tesla. So if he had a meeting in Dallas, Texas on 5th Street, 8th building, whatever.
Yeah.
He would walk the block like 7 times. Or some random number because he believed, man, from what I understood was he's looking for changes to confirm.
That's crazy.
If he should go to his meeting or not.
I've thought about doing that shit.
But I'm actually gonna talk about that here on how this fucking the Hitler and Napoleon Bonaparte, they were both war. They were about war.
Right.
But to me, what trips me out is how the timing way. That's not accident. Something wrote that code, right? Let me give you another example. I know you've heard of this one. Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy. Lincoln was elected to Congress in 1846. Kennedy was elected in Congress in 1946. 100 years later on the dot. He was elected president in 1860. Kennedy was elected president in 1960. 100 years later, his wife lost a kid while living in the White House. Lincoln did. Kennedy's wife lost a child while living in the White House. Lincoln, he was directly concerned with civil rights. Kennedy, the same thing. Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy who told him not to go to the theater, and Kennedy had a secretary named Lincoln who told him not to go to Dallas. Lincoln was shot in the back of his head in the presence of his wife. Kennedy was shot in the back of his head in the presence of his wife. Lincoln shot in the Ford Theater. Kennedy was shot in a Lincoln made by Ford. He was shot on a Friday. Lincoln.
What the fuck is going on?
Kennedy was shot on a Friday. The assassination, John Wilkes Booth, was known as 3 names comprised of 15 letters. The assassin, Lee Harvey Oswald, was known as 3 letters comprised of 15 letters. Both shot Lincoln in a... Lincoln was shot in a theater and fled. No, Booth, was shot. The guy who shot Lincoln in a theater fled to a warehouse. Oswald shot Kennedy from a warehouse and fled to a theater. Both was killed before being brought to trial. Oswald was killed before being brought to trial. There were theories that Booth was part of a greater conspiracy. There were theories that Oswald was part of a great conspiracy. The things go on.
Fuck?
So, damn. I know that was a lot. So,
nigga, that shit blew my mind. What the fuck? That's crazy how similar that shit was.
Hey, look, Hitler and Napoleon were war. Abraham Lincoln and Kennedy were about peace.
Right.
So what I'm trying to get with this is there's a very calculated number system. Something is behind the screen programming.
The crazy thing is these people, all these people here are important people. Important people to history.
Yeah.
And like major major shit. You know what I'm saying? We got like major war people, and then you got major fucking presidents. You know what I'm saying? But that's not no little time people. We're talking about big players. You know what I'm saying?
Big players.
There's a row in that shit, and that's why I'm telling you. What if there's some type of fucking
something is writing the code for this shit, because that's not accident. And numbers are very important in code,
that's
bro.
Crazy the shit that the similarities, the warehouse, the fucking.
Yeah, everything. The Friday,
not
the
only the numbers, but the other shit
events
too. You know, the events, back of the head, boy, nigga. Hey, that blew my head right there.
Lincoln's secretary told him,
yeah,
man,
like I said, nigga, not only the numbers, but also the fucking the events. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and
I'm glad you brought that up, man. That's a new.
See, but to me, that tells me, because you can do that in a video game. That's the reason I bring this up. You can program people, to complete an accomplishment, and at a certain point have them taken out.
Build a character and shit.
Build a character, make them have a purpose, and then get them wiped out, and then. Let's say exactly 129 years later, like, you can write that into code. And that's why I think that is a little bit of proof of a simulation theory. Something is behind the screens. Like, if we're on a repeat, like, let's say, what's his name, Hitler, what's gonna happen 149 years from now, or 129 years from when he died?
We need to pay attention to that.
You know what I'm saying? And people have noticed crazy shit when they pay attention to numbers. Way,
man, we need to pay attention to that. I've heard about that.
Observed numbers and found something real trippy. Way, this world is mathematically, this universe is mathematically placed. Way, nothing is random. It sounds crazy, way, because they're always gonna tell you, this world is random. No, absolutely nothing is random, and everything is put on a mathematical sequence. So, and this is called the Titus-Bow law. So in 1766, a German scientist named Johann Daniel Titus notice a mathematical pattern in the distance from the planets, from the sun, and so on.
Oh, yeah.
This is who he is. He found that planets are not just randomly placed, they are mathematically placed, as if someone placed them there. He noticed, look, and this is the equation that he came up with. This is how each planet is mathematically placed. So you got Mercury, you had that equation. Venus, you had that equation. Earth, you had that equation. Mars, you had that equation, right? So something placed those things their way. It's like these things are mathematically put. And not only that, the reason why I bring this up is because you can do that in video games, way.
Right.
You can literally put the stars at this sequence y te lo hace.
Man, that's crazy.
So look, and not only that, he started realizing
what the hell, man?
He got to a certain point where he realized there was a missing planet in between Mars and Jupiter using this sequence. You know what I'm saying? So from Mars, he does that mathematical sequence and there's nothing there. Right? And then he'll do that mathematical sequence and then, there's a Jupiter. Right? But he didn't understand why that was, but he discovered that these planets are mathematically placed, right? So a guy found his work. In 1801, Giuseppe Piazzi found the work of Titus and realized maybe Nibiru or Planet X was placed there at some point, but was pulverized and destroyed to make the asteroid belt.
Damn it, boy.
Shit gets deep. And this is exactly what happens in games. When you render a game to be mathematically perfect, it's like we live in a simulation. Nothing is random, way. It seems random, But when you start looking into numbers way, shit starts taking a whole different loop. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder what would happen if we studied that game I was telling you about.
Everything's gonna be mathematically placed way. I'm telling you, it's not random way. How is this guy discovering that the planets...
Planet Nibiru, that's in Anunnakis, nigga.
Yeah, so with his math equation, he realized there's a missing planet. And later on in life, a guy was like, hey, I think that missing planet was destroyed. And the asteroid belt that we have is that planet just fucking, to shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck, way?
Nah, that's crazy. I actually got some shit on that. But
damn,
that's going to be for another episode. That's crazy how everything crosses, man. That planet Nibiru, there goes the Anunnakis. I'm telling you, nigga.
That's a theory. I'm not saying it is that, but it's a very good theory. It's a very good theory.
The thing is I'll touch on that they call it an arm, hammered bracelet.
Okay.
And these ancient texts, nigga, but it has to do with the fucking Anunnaki, nigga. But look, that's just leading back to Planet Nibiru with the Anunnakis.
Simulation way.
Boy, that's crazy. You find the Anunnaki there.
Everywhere.
Those gotta be the main characters.
I was researching something sencillo, like something simple way. I don't know what it was way. Nothing to ever compare to Anunnakis. And at the very end of it, Anunnaki, I was like, no mames, bro. Anything you look up is gonna lead to Anunnaki.
I told you, nigga.
The crop circles.
I
I would have never
Pizza
thought,
Hut, nigga.
Domino's and Chicken Express.
Nah, but
yeah,
it's crazy, nigga. It is crazy though. It's crazy. You find them everywhere. Look, another link. Another link to the damn Anunnakis.
Man, all right, so let me give you my personal experiences on why I think this is a simulation. It's just things that I've noticed in my life way. First of all, how people's faces fucking match. Like, when I go out of town and I look at people, I'm like, damn, you look like this person. Damn, you look like this person I know. Damn, you look like this person I know. And I've even been the person where someone comes up to me like, damn, you look like my homeboy.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
So that to me tells me there's a limited number of faces, way.
Right.
In this world.
Man, I've thought about that before, nigga.
And that's nothing short of a rendered video game, way. Because even in video games, it's like that way. And what I mean is, like, they'll literally make like 30 faces.
You can build your own avatar, but they only give you a certain amount or certain options to choose from. Have you ever seen that shit?
Hell yeah, bro. And I see that, bro. I look at people, I'm like, this has to be a simulation way, because I feel like there's a limit. I even feel like there's a default face. You know that a lot of people have.
Damn,
and some people have a more of a unique face, but then I'll see that unique face in somebody in fucking Dallas.
Nah, man, it's crazy that you say that, because I've noticed that shit, man. And I paid attention to it.
And I wonder what happens if I start actually like kind of studying it, like talking to these people and then like having them meet. They call them doppelgangers. Like, you find your twin somewhere else, and there's a lot of doppelgangers that man, I remember there was this video where this guy went on a plane and he sat right next to his doppelganger, and they weren't related. They weren't. Look, let me show you. This guy.
Nah. Nigga.
So that to me proves that we live in a fucking simulation way. Like, and what I mean by that is there's more of our face. Andale, PCs way. There's only a set amount of faces on this earth.
You ever played a game and shit, like fucking Grand Theft Auto
exactly,
and shit?
Way.
He'd be running into the same motherfuckers.
Yeah, thinking like, damn, it's the same
niggas in this damn game.
But what trips me out is I've been that person to somebody else. Way.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I have a face that a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, we're unique, but at the same time, kind of not.
PCs.
Let me give you another example of
What about the personalities, though?
Man, that I don't know. Man, but I don't know if you've seen, but in movies, there's only like I believe it's like 24 storylines, right? So there's only 24 storylines, and every other movie is the same storyline, but just with different people. You know what I'm saying? So like there's only 24 storylines that you can choose from, and then you just do that movie but with different people, and you try to add your little spice, but at the end it's all shit being rendered again with different people. They try to spice it up a little bit, but at the end it's all the same fucking story plot. Like if shit's rendered, you know what I'm saying? But personalities way, I feel like if I haven't, maybe someone, man, that's a good. Do you think that right there is unique?
I think it could be, nigga. Nah. Then again, nah.
Maybe our personality is the only thing that we have control of. That's not part of the simulation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Maybe
because
that's a little different.
Because I because personalities, man, it's hard to meet two people.
Hell nah, you really don't.
But then again, there's 7 billion people. Wait, what? No. Okay, so basically,
many motherfuckers I met in my lifetime, I ain't never met another nigga like you. You know?
Yeah,
what I'm
that's true. That's very true. Very, and there'll be someone similar, but there's just things different. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you don't get that shit.
So basically, what you're saying is like, well, me saying about how faces are being recycled in people. You know what I'm saying? But personalities aren't recycled. Like everybody has a unique personality.
I don't get how that works right there. Maybe code changes.
No, I feel like our spirit is the only thing that we actually have control of that the Matrix doesn't.
From the original creation of shit.
See, wait, because if you think about it, if they did have control of our personality and spirit, why do they try so hard to control it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right about that.
You know, the big people, the people who own the world, if they could easily control it, then they wouldn't try so hard.
They wouldn't be putting all these distractions and shit.
Exactly.
Right. Nah, that makes sense, man. They know that it is powerful. Yeah. You know, if we find out our true power and shit like that, they know that's fucking dangerous to their system. So
yeah, there's a saying that goes, you can take everything from me but my spirit or my personality. Like you can take all my money, you can take the houses, all that, but the personality, that's mine. You know what I'm saying?
That might be something right there.
You know, and then damn, the more I think about it, like damn, that makes fucking sense. You know?
Damn, that's crazy. We might have found something right there.
It's a lot of crazy comparisons, but something about this bitch is and not only that, synchronicities. This is another thing that I've noticed in my life that proves we live in a simulation. Synchronicities, way. This shit scares the fuck out of me, way. So
synchronicities.
Yes, and Tesla talked all about this, way. He loves synchronicities, way. And let's say I've been having this weird thing going on in my life, way, where let's say I look at a microwave and it's 11:11.
Oh man!
I look at the time; it's 11:11.
11:11.
I was talking to my dad one day, and my dad just tells me, "Hey, what time is it?" I look; it's 11:11 on the 11th, and we were talking for 11 minutes and 11 seconds. And I don't know when I looked, and then it went from 11 minutes and 11 seconds to 11 minutes and 12 seconds. I was like, holy fuck, how do you look at the date, the time, and the time we've been talking all 11 way?
Man, for some reason, I see that same number. I've been seeing that same earlier. Just today, too. I seen that same number.
Don't ever ignore that. Tesla understood this way. And trust me, it took me a long time to finally tell myself.
It tells you that you're on
the right path. And not only that, bro.
Man, that's crazy.
Look, sometimes I'll be editing my videos, and I'll get tired, and I look at the time, it's 11:11. It's like, tell me, don't stop, bro. Just, you know, and I'm like, damn, then that happens to me a lot, way. What the fuck?
For some reason, I don't get, I get like 444 a lot.
Supposedly, those have a meaning. My wife, she gets 444 a lot. I don't know.
I don't get it as much as 11:11, but
yeah,
I've got that a lot.
Man, and I've looked into it. What does it mean? And everybody's got a different answer. Yeah, so it's like, who can you trust?
You gotta trust yourself.
Yourself,
really.
and pay attention what you were doing when you saw that.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to break that shit down. You know, if you want to find answers, you really gotta find them in yourself about shit like that.
Synchronicities, way. The more, man, do you know how deep synchronicities have gotten to me? If I have a question about something, I don't know, something way, like people at my work, they're taking Ozempic. Do you know what that is?
Oh, hell yeah.
It's like weight loss medication.
Yeah, yeah.
And man, I was thinking about it. Well, I was like, should I do it? But then I asked, if I should do it, 111 will reveal itself in the next 24 hours. And it didn't. So I was like, then it's not for me.
Yeah, okay.
You know, so I'm thinking, could I hack it like that? You know what I'm saying?
Man,
like,
it's a try. You know, it's a try.
But I've also done it where I'll ask it something like, should I do this? If so, reveal to me 1111. And then it revealed, and then I'll do it, and shit worked out.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even think about using it like that.
And I got that from Tesla, way.
What?
Tesla did that shit.
I didn't think about doing it like that, man.
Because look, what Tesla would do was, so let's say he had a meeting, like I said, in Dallas on 5th Street on Building 8, right? He'll walk around the blockway, and he's looking for confirmations, like me, 1111. You know, now I'll look for 1111. He would do that to look for a confirmation way, like something in this simulation is gonna point him to do it or not. And I got that from Tesla. Like, he would purposely do that. So let's say he walked around and he saw a guy with red shoes. Then he walked around, he saw another guy with red shoes. Like, he'd pay attention to shit like that. I'm sure his definition was more a billion times more complicated than mine. I'm just running off of ones. You know what I'm saying? This dude's probably running off of colors, smells, noises, because he did. And
man, that's crazy.
I'm a little rebel, so I
might have to pay attention to shit like that.
Hey, do not ignore this stuff, bro. I've learned, and I feel like that's a part of knowing this matrix.
I've seen it, but I just don't know what to make of it. You know,
I feel you, bro. But
I know that I see that shit all the fucking time, and I'm not bullshitting it all the time. And I think to myself, like, what the hell could this be telling me? You know, what is this? You know, but also my sister passed away on 11/11.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that, bro.
Yeah. So, man, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know what to make of that number. I'm trying to fucking figure it out, but
man, I feel like every experience is unique. Like, for me, like, I don't want to say I've discovered myself, but I've discovered something, and it's kind of working. You know what I'm saying? Like, but one thing I'm doing now is I'm really paying attention to. I'm not ignoring no more shit. Way like let's say I'm thinking of a word of, I don't know, caterpillar, and then I hear, I don't know, something say it. I'm gonna pay attention to that because supposedly those are connections. Way or you've been thinking of something.
Man, that shit happens all the time.
Or you're thinking of someone
all the time,
and then how the fuck is that not a simulation? Wait, it's like a video game. So, like, let's say in a video game you're going somewhere. You ain't ever played a game way and you're supposed to find something, and then you see a rock that looks beautiful and the rest is just bullshit.
Yeah.
So it's like, come here, come to this area, pick this rock up, something's under it. I feel like life does that to us, but like in numbers, words, just shit like that.
Even other shit, possibly,
Tesla was real into that, bro. Crazy.
He's into a lot
all
of
that
shit.
Spooky science, shit that you can't just like do a study and figure it out. Nah.
Yeah, he's into a lot of that shit, nigga.
I don't know, bro, but do not ignore synchronicities or weird things in your life that just kind of like link up and you're like, what the fuck, that was weird. Don't ever ignore that shit. I learned that, and I learned that from Tesla. Way.
Yeah, he's into a lot of shit like that.
Hell
but
yeah.
I pay attention to that shit too. Like I said, I'm just trying to figure out what it means.
What
for
it
me.
means, way.
Because I know it's there, like I said, man. It's not a coincidence.
Yeah.
That shit happens.
What you got, bro?
All right.
I don't know you got some mind-bending shit.
I should. All right. So I done put my take on the living in a simulation.
10-4.
Let's go with is this universe a hologram?
Okay.
Yeah, you ever heard anything like that?
Fuck.
This is all right. So here's a scientific explanation.
Go for this. I gotta hear this.
So the holographic principle, black hole physics inspired this. Information seems to be stored on surfaces, not volumes. Okay, so some physicists believe everything we see is a projection, not the base reality. Here we go into back into that simulation shit.
Okay, go.
So the core idea, the universe looks 3D, right? Length, width, and height. But it may really be a projection from a 2D surface, like a cosmic hologram.
Yeah.
Okay, almost, I guess like the projector, you know?
Yeah.
The fucking video looks 3D, but
it's 2D. It's flat
2D.
on the wall. Yeah.
Okay. Came from physicists studying black holes noticed something strange. When stuff falls into a black hole, the information about it doesn't disappear inside. It seems to get stored on the surface, the event horizon. That led scientists to wonder, what if the whole universe works this way? So I guess when, shit disappears into the black hole, it don't disappear. It stays stuck there on the fucking event horizon. You can still see it.
Shit.
But they saying that's not there. I don't know. It's crazy. But the way I took it is I don't know if you seen them lights. What are they called? It's like a planetarium. That basically you turn it on and it projects the fucking stars in your room, right?
Okay.
I think that's what they're fucking trying to get from that. Is that?
Oh shit! I see exactly what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Our universe is just being projected from this 2D surface or whatever. And everything else, that's what we're living in. But really, it's not that. It's being projected from something else, from a 2D object. I don't know.
I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. But that right there is called the holographic principle. Yeah, you can look that up, bro. That's crazy, huh? And they got this information from studying black holes. I guess they saw something. Think about a hologram on a credit card. It's the
ones that move.
Yeah, it's a flat 2D sticker, right, on that. But when you look at it, it shows a 3D image. Our universe might be like that, a 3D experience created from 2D information. All right, so space.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Space, time, and matter might not be as real as we think. Reality could be encoded in tiny information bits on the edge of the cosmos. In other words, the world around us could be more like a projection than a solid thing. Or like a projection on a TV screen, maybe a video game.
It's a fucking deep thinking. Like just me entering that. Híjoles, bro. Me putting my brain in that is just too much. I know what you're saying, way, but then I start thinking of everything, and then I started thinking of the projection. Then I start thinking of the code or whatever. Man, bro, that's a lot, bro.
This shit's deep, huh? But they got that shit from studying black holes.
Black fucking holes, way.
Man, black holes too, man. I think we need to get into detail on that. I ain't never dug deep on that shit.
No, I haven't either.
It is fascinating though.
Man, but the thing that I hate about black holes is, all these scientists, like Albert Einstein, he had his own theory on it. And then, 20 years later or whatever, 40 years later, someone proved him wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
all theory.
It's fuck because we don't know what the fuck.
We don't know.
Man.
For us to actually know, we have to go up there and go through the motherfucker and observe it.
Yeah.
But really know who's gonna do that.
I mean, where's that gonna take us?
But that theory you're saying, it God damn, even to me that sounds more believable.
Right.
More believable than what fucking Albert Einstein said.
All right, all right. Man, I got some other crazy shit for you.
All right.
Let's dig into the next subject. All right, let me ask you this. Could a consciousness survive death?
Yeah. From what I know, yes, no? Could it?
I guess so.
Hold on. Could consciousness survive death?
Consciousness
like
survive
human death, right? Like our flesh. Our flesh dies.
Yeah, that's the death we know of.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Okay, so let me get into the explanation.
All right, what you got?
You ever heard of quantum immortality? I'm sure you heard of that shit. You ain't heard of that?
No, yeah, I have heard of it.
Quantum immortality comes from the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. Every time a quantum event happens, reality splits.
Yeah.
And at least one branch you survive, your subjective experience may continue indefinitely. So you'll never feel your own death because your awareness always shifts to the branch where you live. You know what this had me thinking about?
What?
Your pops.
Okay, what you got?
That story you were telling me.
What about how he said he died?
Yeah, and he opened his eyes and he was just going still.
So let me tell the people this, man. Let me tell people
that
this story. And and he told me since I was a kid, So at the time I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Till like 20 years down the road, I'm like, oh shit, my pops talked about that. And then he talked about it that day. So basically what happened was my dad, he was driving down a road. It was just him and this road. Trees all around, right? He dropped something. And when he went to go pick it up and all that, he looked up and there was a fucking semi in front of him. And then I don't know where, boom, everything went like, it's like if he just jumped into his thoughts only, right? Like he's thinking, what the fuck just happened? And then next thing you know, he said he saw it like a movie. Everything just like materialized in front of him, and boom, he was back on the road.
Man, hey,
and he was thinking, what the fuck happened to his semi? Like he looked up and like, but the semi was coming him to front, like to impact, to like kill him.
Yeah, man, that's a crazy story.
And right when that happened, everything just turned black, and he was in his thoughts, right, just thinking.
Damn, I'm dead.
And then out of nowhere, and my dad is exactly what he thought. Now that he said it, I remember. And then like a couple seconds later, reality just came right.
And he was driving.
And then he was just down the road. And I remember when he came home. I remember when he came home, he was tripped out, like looking at us, like, cause he just went through a death experience, but came back. I remember him looking at me and be like mijo. Like if something in his head was thinking, and I could assume. I was like 6 years old, you know.
Gone,
I was like 6 or 7, and I'm pretty sure in his head he was thinking, "Are you my son?" Because the way he was looking at me was shocked, and he told me I died. I was like, "What the fuck?" I'm looking at you like this fucking stupid. But I was a kid, right? But I didn't know his experience way, and he told me like the week after, he's like, "What the fuck?" Like
hey, man.
But everything materialized back to what he saw.
That's exactly what this is saying here.
I've heard a lot of stories like that. Yeah.
It said you never feel your own death because your awareness always shifts to the branch where you live.
Say that again.
It says you never feel your own death because your awareness always shifts to the branch where you live. You know what I'm saying? So that's what quantum immortality is.
Yeah.
You know, every time a quantum event happens like that, a reality splits in two branches.
Holy fuck.
So, and at least one of them you survive.
Holy fuck. Yeah, exactly.
All right, let me dig a little bit deeper into what that is.
Go for it.
So it comes from an idea in physics called the many worlds interpretation.
Okay.
This theory says that every time a quantum event happens, like a particle being here or there, or even whether you live or die, the universe splits into different versions. In one version, you might die. In another, you survive. Your consciousness would always follow the survival path, meaning you never actually experience death yourself.
That's a fucking simulation.
Right?
Bro, there's games on that.
You see, I told you earlier.
There's fucking games on that, way.
I told you the shit I'm going to talk about. Damn, it's crazy how you brought up simulation theory. Because none of this shit, I mean, all of this shit ties into that shit that you brought up.
Damn.
And these are all different theories. This is all different shit. Quantum immortality. Somehow it ties in with simulation theory. The fucking, that other shit I had, hologram, universe, hologram, whatever the fuck.
Bro, oh man. Hold on, I want to add one thing about my dad that I forgot to fucking mention. And it's real important because I later heard this and someone else who had the exact experience. So my dad said that when he he looked up and he saw the semi honk, it was coming for a head-on collision. That at that moment he said he said the only thing he could describe the feeling of going from that to black. He said it's like if he's going through water. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like if he dove to water, like if you dove through water and you know that feeling and that sound. Yeah. He said it sounded like that, and he told me that's only 3%. That's the closest thing that he could describe to that feeling, and he said that's literally like 3% of what it actually felt like. And the crazy part was like 5 years ago, someone explained that same experience on TikTok, and they said the same fucking thing. They said it feels like you're going through water, but that's just the only thing they could compare it to. There's nothing else that they could find a comparison.
Man, that's crazy.
And I'm just like, how the fuck are other people telling the same thing that my dad was? I was like, damn, so he wasn't lying, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But
man.
Yeah, bro,
so
that's nothing more than a simulation.
Did he jump? You know what I mean? Did he just fucking jump? Maybe he did die, and he jumped to the fucking branch,
into the branch where he survived.
Because
nothing short of a game, bro. A yeah.
Watch, I'm gonna break it down right
here.
here.
What you got?
So imagine flipping a coin.
Okay.
In one universe, it lands on heads. In another universe, it lands on tails.
Okay.
Now replace the coin flip with something like life or death. In one universe, you die in an accident. In another universe, you miraculously survive. From your perspective, you only feel the version where you survive. And this is
dope.
This is crazy shit, nigga.
That's dope.
And this is why it's strange. To everyone else in one universe, you might be dead in one universe. But for you, your consciousness simply continues in the branch where you lived. So, like, you can't even tell the fucking difference.
Ricky and Morty did an episode on that. That exact concept. They died in one reality. Well, they actually killed themselves in one reality because they got into some deep shit. They killed themselves in that reality so they can get away from that issue.
Man, that's crazy.
And then they just jumped into another timeline. And fucking Rick told him, look, look, well, we're gonna I'm gonna kill us, but I promise you, like we're gonna jump into another reality and we're gonna be alive. And he's like, no, don't kill me. And then he shot him in the head, and the dude killed, Ricky shot himself. And he jumped into another timeline, and they're both looking at each other. And he told him, I told you, we're just going to materialize somewhere else.
Hey, I feel like them cartoons, fucking, the people who create that know something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know, like The Simpsons.
Yeah.
You know, the crazy ass theory about that shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I feel like they know something. All right.
My brain hurts thinking about all this.
That means subjectively, you could never feel death. You would only ever wake up again in another branch. All right.
Damn.
So I got another question for you.
What you got?
Well, this is a science question anyway.
Alrighty.
They say, why don't we see aliens? All right, so let me break that down. This is called the Great Filter. You ever heard of that? The Great Filter.
I think.
Okay, so
I think I know what you're talking about.
The Great Filter is a possible answer to the Fermi paradox.
Okay.
The Fermi paradox. It says maybe civilizations self-destruct before reaching interstellar travel, nuclear war, AI takeover, environmental collapse. You know what I'm saying? It implies either we're before the filter in danger or we're rare survivors right now. That's what we could be. All right. That was just a little something I wanted to add in there.
What? I do see what you're saying though.
All right. Just like and if we want to go into ancient shit, the flood.
Okay.
You got the fall of Babel. Then you got Atlantis. All describe civilizations rising and being reset before reaching too far.
Yep.
It's called.
That's very true.
It's called the Fermi paradox.
What?
That's fucking crazy, huh?
That's fucking crazy. So.
And we can't reach like too far. It's like a reset. They hit the reset.
Oh fuck! There's nothing short of a simulation, bro.
You see what I'm telling you, lady?
See, I've heard about Atlantis that these people got so advanced to it.
They had to reset it.
Suppose, man, from what I remember, that these motherfuckers actually. From what I remember, they left the dome or some shit like that. They said, "No, fuck that."
No, they wanted to.
They got so advanced to it.
Where they were like, "Let's fucking change this."
Let's change that shit.
And the fucking
Babble way.
The top dude had to,
fix that problem, that bug. I guess what they call it. They had to patch that bug.
He had to fucking break everything back down.
And the Tower of Babel, they were doing the same shit, making
knocked him
Tower
down and took out life.
I love it.
Took out life, nigga. Now you can only be 120.
Oh, fuck, dude. You're fucking with my head. That's nothing short of a simulation theory, way.
Hey, it's called the Fermi paradox. Who would have known it,
There's a reset, way. There is.
There's a reset. I didn't even think about that until this.
Man, but I do feel like there's like those two people we're talking about. I feel like even though there's a reset button, some people have managed. You know what I'm saying? Like. To leave
some
people
some people remember their past lives.
Oh yeah, what was that about, way? They've solved murders off of fucking reincarnations. Like, isn't that crazy?
I've heard of stories where some of these people even solved their own murders.
Yeah, they've solved their own murders.
Like
there's a case in India.
Something I heard. This nigga was remembering something about his past life, but he ended up taking his parents to the place where his body was.
Yeah. Yep.
In like the exact place, and he told him how he got killed and all
this. And it was like the neighbor or something, that killed him.
Yeah, boy, that shit. I saw that crazy.
Shit, there's another case of reincarnation where a kid was born and he remembered his past life, and he would tell his parents, "I dug a bunch of gold, but before I died in my past life, I dug a bunch of gold at a certain place." And of course, they're not gonna believe him. It's a fucking kid. But then he grew up and he went to that same spot, dug up that hole, and found all his fucking gold that he left in his past life.
He was a Ijiji, digging gold for the Anunnakis.
Hey, but he recovered it from. Damn, nah, bro. I believe in reincarnation, way, or the immortal quantum immortality.
Man, that right there threw me off a little bit, cause. Well, I guess that would be considered reincarnation.
What is it called? The quantum immortality?
The quantum immortality.
That makes sense to me, way. The way I think, way, I don't find... It's hard for me to find logic in things.
It is.
But that quantum immortality and reincarnation, to me, really fucking for me, makes a lot of sense. The reason why I say is because we can dream, way. Yeah. Like when you sleep, you're dreaming.
You're in another universe.
So that tells me we're capable of living another reality, even in our own head. So who's to say when we die and we sleep, we just go into that fucking reality?
Shit just ties all together. I got some other shit
here. Okay, what
and,
you got?
And it's gonna tie in with what the fuck you're saying.
Okay.
But look, check this out. Can the future change the past?
Oh, I heard that question the other day. Yes, it can.
You know, because most people...
And the future change the past, yeah. That's a...
You know, most people think of time as linear.
Yes,
you know, like,
absolutely.
You got past, present, future. It only goes this way. Can't go that way. All right, let's break it down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's called retrocausality.
Okay.
And quantum physics suggest effects can move backwards through time. Some experiments with photons hint future choices alter past events. All right, so time might not be one way. Cause and effect could loop.
Shit.
All right?
Yeah.
So what we normally think about time feels like a straight line, like I just mentioned, right? Yeah. The past is fixed, the future is open. Cause comes first, then effect. You light a match, then you get fired, right? All right. What retrocausality suggests in quantum physics, there's a weird possibility that the future can affect the past. Instead of only past to future, it could also be future to past. Cause and effect might loop back on themselves. All right. The science example. Scientists run experiments with photons, tiny particles of light. They find that a choice made in the future of the experiment changes how the photon behaved earlier. Almost back to the fucking double split experiment.
When they try to catch it slipping.
Yeah.
It's like if it read the future or read the past. Whatever it was, it time jumped.
So time's not linear.
Su puta madre.
Either
that doesn't. So that would mean time's not lit. I didn't even think about that.
Either it went back
or it went forward. Time is not linear.
It went forward and changed the past, or it went back and changed the future.
What the fuck? So that means time is. I did not connect that. So that means time isn't linear then.
No, it's not linear, my nigga.
Oh shit.
Check this out.
Yeah. What you got?
Look, the emerald tablets.
Okay.
As I talked about in the last podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Thoth said, "Time is but a circle." That was his quote from the emerald tablets.
Oh shit!
Time is but a circle. That's what he said in there. But hold on, let me get. All right, so let me go on.
Time is but a circle.
All right. So tiny particles, they find a choice, behave early. So in simple terms, the photon seemed to know what was going to happen.
Exactly.
Right? That's crazy. So look, think of a movie where the ending changes how you understand the beginning. Normally, the beginning shapes the ending, but in retrocausality, the ending can actually rewrite the beginning. Boy, that's what? Like what? So why it's mind-bending? Because it challenges how we understand time, right? We don't think about time as a circle.
Yeah, a circle.
We thought of it as linear.
Straight, linear.
All right. Then it suggests the present moment might be shaped by both the past and the future.
A fucking mix, yeah.
It raises deep questions. Could your future choices already be shaping your present reality? You ain't even... How? Damn! You ain't even there yet. Slow down, nigga.
But if you
the choice
like
you're
that,
gonna
hold
make...
up, my nigga.
What are you gonna do later, nigga? It's probably affecting what the fuck you... I don't know.
Can we hack that now?
Hey,
now that I'm thinking, holy shit.
Could your future choices already be shaping your present reality? So what you're doing right now, you already did in the future, my nigga. For some reason, where you're at right now, you done in the future.
See, because you said photons do this. Yes, look, the double slit experiment proved that. Exactly what you're talking about. Time. I didn't even think about time as linear, and also how our I would have never compared that to me. Be like, oh, our future can, construct our present. But now that you said that, all I'm thinking about is how can we hack that? Damn. Oh man. Because I'm already trying to hack, reality with all this simulation shit.
You're trying to find
now
a code.
This shit,
Here's
I'm trying
the cheat code. That's the cheat code.
That's gotta be a cheat code. So
If you figure it out.
If you figure it out, it's very complicated because I'm thinking about it from the double slit experiment, perspective. And the more I think about it, I'm like, damn, okay, now find that to fit in your life. I'm going to really sleep on how the fuck I am. I know damn well I ain't going to drop that. I'm going to try to pick at it and figure it out. But damn, that's crazy. Can your future affect your present?
Check this out. Some prophets in the Bible and Sumerian tablets. Excuse me. They described the future as thought it already happened. The Emerald Tablet, time is but a circle. Mystics across cultures often said destiny is already written. We're just living it out. Okay. All right. So if retro causality is true, time might not be a one-way street at all. It could be a circle where tomorrow's choices ripple backward to influence yesterday. Maybe prophecy isn't magic. Maybe it's just physics, my nigga.
Damn, maybe it's just we're overcomplicating it. It's just physics.
It's just physics. All right, man. All right, so check this out, my nigga.
Yeah. What you got?
Are there infinite realities?
Oh, I believe so. Absolutely, bro. Without a doubt.
So the multiverse theory says there could be infinite universes, some almost identical to ours, others widely different. Each universe could have its own physical laws. The Mandela effect might be glimpses of crossovers, my nigga. Yeah, you heard of the Mandela effect,
Hell
right?
yeah. And I believe it is, bro. I believe it is.
The Berenstain Bears or whatever.
The Fruit of the Looms.
Hey, what? Hey, that's some crazy ass shit.
No, I 100% believe it is proof of infinite.
You're gonna have to put some of them. Infinite.
I'll put some on here. There's a lot of them.
All right, so the core idea of the multiverse theory suggests our universe might not be the only one. Instead, there could be infinite universes existing side by side. All right, so physics shows multiple hints. Cosmic inflation, the rapid expansion after the Big Bang, could have created countless bubble universes. Quantum mechanics, many worlds interpretation says reality splits with every decision or event, and that goes back to the coin I was telling you. One person lives, one person dies, or in one universe you get heads, one universe you get tails.
Yeah.
Right. So each universe could have different physical laws. Gravity, time, or even life itself might work differently there. But anyways, imagine a giant library. Each book is a different universe. Some books are nearly the same, just one word changed.
Okay.
Others are totally different stories. We're just living inside one of the books, unaware of the others on the shelves. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy. So
I see what the fuck you mean. Like each book has its universe, and we're just in one. But these guys on the next book's experiencing something else.
So we're not in the whole library is a universe.
Okay.
Man, this fucking crazy.
I see what you mean. Okay.
But this is why it's mind bending, nigga. If infinite universes exist, then there could be infinite versions of you.
Oh hell yeah! I believe that without a doubt. Fuck yeah. Like there's a version of me somewhere that I don't know is a rock star, and another one who's a farmer, and in another
Check this out. In one universe, you're recording a podcast right now.
yeah, which is this one, no?
And it would be this one.
Okay.
And another, you never existed at all.
Oh,
So
shit.
the Mandela effect, when large groups of people remember something differently, is sometimes explained as crossovers or slips between realities. So if the multiverse is real, then we're not living in a universe, just a universe, just one. Infinite realities could be stacked all around us, some almost the same and some completely unimaginable. And every now and then, just maybe, we catch a glimpse through the cracks.
We find a little glitch or a bug or
little
something
bug,
to slip.
What did I say? Nigga, I said, in the universe, you could be recording a podcast right now. Hey, this is the one. This is the one we're recording a podcast.
Fuck, whoever wrote this system is way too smart,
Infinite
bro.
realities? Multi-universes? Damn, where do you go with that? From, man, what the fuck is going on? Could you choose hard, medium, and easy? You know, you ever started a game and they say you could choose.
You can choose your level, your difficulty level.
Could that be the difficulty level, nigga? Maybe in one universe we rich as a motherfucker because it's easy over there.
Yeah.
It's hard here. We struggling like a motherfucker. We hungry.
Hey, meat's going up. Topo Chicos are at 15 for 12.
We need to go back and pick easy, my nigga.
We're trying to make it easy on us for now.
Have you ever heard of dark matter?
Oh hell yeah! I even thought about calling this podcast Dark Matter or Gray Area.
Okay, so dark matter and dark energy make up 95% of the universe.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
But we can't see or touch them.
We can't see it or touch it.
We only know they exist because of their gravitational pull.
Uh-huh.
All right. Some theorists ask, what if dark matter did matter at all, but a form of hidden consciousness? A different type of consciousness that we don't even know about yet.
Oh, shit. Damn, I never thought about that.
Just a different fucking... Like, you know, they say our thoughts and everything is just is tapped into one consciousness, you know, the one God.
Yeah,
What if we're not on that level yet? We can't go to the next consciousness yet. I don't know.
I've heard about that. Man, I forgot what that theory is called.
It's crazy.
But I've heard about that. That's basically like the way I look at it is like our souls is like wine, and our bodies is the barrel that stores it. You know, every year that passes, the wine gets better, you know, as it ages.
Yeah, okay.
So the reason our soul is in us is so our soul can mature till it gets to a point where it's on for the next level.
I believe that as well.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's how you break the loop. That's how I feel you break the loop of reincarnation.
Yeah,
and you gotta get yourself to a certain level. You can't just... That's why you can't fuck around all the time. You can't live your life messing around or sitting down on some couch and just not doing nothing with yourself.
Yep.
It's important to learn and gain knowledge, and because you can't ever stop learning, my nigga. But it gets you on a different level, you know. You could live a life on a whole different level, and I think that's where you get to breaking the cycles and shit.
Man, when I figured that out, my life fucking changed, vato.
Nah, me too.
When I figured out that this is how I think. I have to if I want to go to the next level, and you know, people call it, you know, heaven or whatever.
Yeah.
For me, you know, it's a lot different, but it's, man, you can actually compare the two, but I have to mature this spirit.
Yeah, you got to. And it makes sense.
And not only that, the fucking medias, all this shit, they're fucking up the spirit. What I believe they're doing, what I believe they're doing is so these motherfuckers can keep coming back, so they can keep them in control. They can eat. Yeah, supposedly they eat off of suffering. And
I heard they were the reptilians.
Yeah. Hey, man, dude, I've been wanting to do an episode on them.
Thing right there. But.
Hey, there's some crazy shit on reptilians.
All right, so let's move on to my next thing.
Yeah, what you got?
My next thing, nigga. Could the universe be alive?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I believe it is.
All right. So neuroscientists have noted eerie similarities between the structure of the cosmos and the human brain. Some suggest the universe itself may be self-aware. If galaxies are like neurons, maybe we are sparks inside a cosmic brain. All right, so
damn, where you getting all this from? That's just crazy. I damn.
Hermetic teachings from Thoth.
Okay.
It said the all is mind. So everything is mind. For some reason he said that. But Mayans described the universe as a living serpent weaving existence. All right, so the core idea of this shit is some scientists and philosophers suggest the universe might not just be stuff. It might actually be alive and self-aware.
Yeah.
This idea is partly inspired by the structural similarities between the cosmos and the human brain. The science behind it. When you compare a map of the cosmic web, galaxies connected by filaments of dark matter, to a map of the neurons in the brain, they look eerily similar.
The same, yeah.
So both are networks of nodes, galaxies, neurons, connected by filaments, dark matter, synapses. Some researchers suggest this isn't coincidence. Maybe the universe processes information the way a brain does. If so, it could mean the universe is a kind of cosmic intelligence with galaxies acting like neurons firing across a universal mind. All right, so imagine zooming way out of your body, just as your brain cells form a thinking mind. Galaxies and cosmic structures might form a thinking universe. In this view, we aren't separate from the universe. We are the tiny sparks of thought inside a much greater mind.
Yeah.
All right.
I heard about that.
So it flips the way we see reality. Instead of us living in the universe, maybe the universe is living through us. Conscience wouldn't just be a human trait. It could be a cosmic property. So it raises questions. Are we the universe becoming aware of itself? You've heard of that question, right?
Yeah.
All right. So could the universe itself be alive? If galaxies are neurons, then maybe we are sparks inside a cosmic brain. Tiny thoughts in the mind of the all. The ancients said it long ago. The universe doesn't just exist, it thinks. But look, so what do we make of all this? Science is asking questions that sound almost identical to wisdom carved in stones thousands of years ago.
Thousands of years ago.
And look, check this out. I'm going to show you my picture right there. Brain cells and galaxies.
Yeah. Looks exactly the same. Exactly the fucking same. They got the...
Look at that.
The sparse, all that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's exactly
That's
the fucking
eerily
same.
similar, like they said. Eerily similar.
Fuck. I've heard about this, man. I've even heard that we're inside of a God's brain or something like that.
Man.
But I do know it thinks. I do know this universe thinks. It's aware. It's alive. And it's living through us. Or what you said earlier. Yeah. I've always noticed that, and I've even read it. But damn, man, this is a lot of crazy shit when you get into all this stuff.
That's some deep ass stuff right there, man. This is some stuff that you gotta go over it again and go over it again.
Hey, bro, that double slit experiment, I went through that shit like 40 times trying to understand it.
Trying to figure out what the fuck it means for yourself.
But I got it down.
You know what I mean?
I got it down. Exactly. Damn, I can imagine that right there. That's crazy, man. If you just like study something, you'll get it. You know, it's gonna suck.
The thing is, you don't even realize until you open up and see this stuff.
Like, damn.
Then you see it, because a lot of people probably thinking like, why the fuck are they even talking about this stuff, or what makes you, why are you so into that? Because I can't go around talking about this stuff just to any fucking buddy.
Fuck no.
They don't give a damn.
At some point, that becomes a mistake.
And like I didn't know about none of this shit.
Yeah.
But now that I know about it, I see how it plays a role in my day-to-day life.
Yeah.
It's a connection there, nigga.
It's a big fucking game, and you gotta play it right.
You gotta play it right, but if you don't know the rules and you don't know how this stuff works, how you gonna play it right?
There's rules.
You're gonna be an NPC. instead of a main character, my nigga.
Exactly.
I'm not an NPC. My brain ain't
you.
built like that. I'm a main character taking control of my story, my nigga.
Yeah.
In this game.
Because if not, hey,
if not, you're gonna be an NPC. You're gonna be a sheep.
Some other main characters just gonna take. Man, they're saying.
You see that shit though?
They're just saying that says if you don't take control of your life, someone else will. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You don't want no main character thing.
Hey, we got a lot of NPCs out here, nigga, just doing what they're programmed every day. You know. And I know we go to work and shit like that, but.
Understandable, right?
But you know,
but at least we're trying to break out.
We're trying to break out. These people, they accept it.
And that's it for the rest of their
That's
life.
it. They don't see, and they don't even look for a way out. Man,
man. One thing that trips me out about
don't be an NPC,
work,
man. Don't be an NPC.
Man, where I work, one thing that trips me out is because we get a lot of ass time where we do nothing for hours, right?
Yeah.
And I be asking people like, hey, what do you do on your, when we're not doing shit? They're like, I'm just watching movies. I'm like, bro, I'm over here fucking editing. My head's hurting. I'm learning this. I'm learning that. I'm researching this. Cause you know what I'm saying?
Better in yourself.
And all these people don't do jack shit to fucking better themselves.
Fucking NPCs.
I'm talking about, man, bro. I remember I was talking to this dude, man. I was like, hey, what'd you do on your, on your days off or whatever? Like nothing, bro. Like nothing. Like, nah, bro. I mean, I just chilled at the house. I went out to eat. Not a fucking thing to progress their lives.
Nah, but you need them though. You need NPCs.
You do. You ain't ever heard the law of opposites?
Nah, I never heard of that one.
So basically what that means is for there to be rich people, there has to be poor people. You know, when you're
that
like
makes
when
sense.
you're taking people, like for you to be rich, you have to take people's money, right? But legally, I'm not talking about something bad. But then you're taking from someone's pocket. You know what I'm saying? So like for you to grow, there's gonna be a complete. While you're growing, someone's becoming small. You know what I'm saying? And like so. Always gotta work to be better, but it trips me out how some people can just do absolutely nothing.
Don't just be a sheep, man.
Man, I remember this one time this was years ago. I was probably like 19 or 20, right? And we caught a job. I was working at the oil field. We caught a job, and when we left the house, there was a guy laying on the couch, and just on his phone. We came back like 15 hours later. He was at the exact same position from when we left him.
NPC.
On the phone. I told him, bro, what the fuck you do for 15 hours? He's like, just on the phone. Hijo de su
NPC ass nigga.
Like, did you at least do anything productive on your phone? Nah, I'm on Bumble or Bumblebee or some dating app for 15. I was like, bro.
Nah,
man, I'm over thinking 15 hours. I could have learned some new overlays. I could have studied up on what I'm going to talk about next.
They say that.
Always be productive. I feel like every human has to have a dream and is at least trying to get there. That's what I feel. Because some people just don't give a damn.
A human lives about 640,000 hours.
That's it.
Their
whole life.
Their whole life. If we lived to 73. Oh no! If you live to 73, you got 639,000 hours.
That's it.
Boy, when you put it in that perspective, every hour counts, my nigga. Just think about that number right there, just ticking down. Yeah, you running out of time, boy. You better hurry up.
Man, the way I look at it is like, if you're young, you look at it
Let me go ahead and set a time clock right now for 639 hours. For your ass right now. This is the time you got left on this earth.
Figure it the fuck out.
You better go hard. If we think about it like that, my nigga, we gotta go hard.
Hey, and that's the way to look at it. Because, man, some of the richest people in the world, they always tell you they do shit with urgency, like if their life depended on it.
Let's go and do your fucking best every time. Don't accept average, nigga. You can't be average.
Hell no, damn, bro. Hey, that's awesome, crazy shit, fool.
Hey, y'all excuse me for wiping my nose throughout the episode. Your boy got some allergies or some shit today.
Live in the fucking we live in the sticks.
So like excuse me for that. Excuse me for that, man. But hey, overall, it's been a good ass episode. I feel like
2 hours.
What do you think, my nigga?
Hell yeah.
It's been a good episode.
I learned a lot, especially what you said.
I learned a lot from your ass today too.
Determine your present.
Yeah, I learned a lot from you too.
Yeah. But yeah.
And I hope y'all did too, man, because this is really the reason we do this shit. You know, we enjoy talking about stuff like this with each other, but
right, spread the word.
But also spreading the word to other people. You know, maybe y'all will see some of this stuff and get some ideas. Maybe get some interest in some of this stuff because it's interesting, man. And if you apply some of this stuff to your life, you could really probably make some changes, you know.
Some changes and some change.
Make some
Hell
changes.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's all I've ever realized. It's all about change and respecting. I don't even know what to call it. Like these set of rules that we just have to.
And also, you know, like we said, you got to gain that knowledge so you can break out that cycle, that reincarnation cycle.
Oh hell yeah!
You gotta get to a certain level to jump to the next level. Now you're gonna come back to this place and go through it all again until you learn.
Until you learn it, and that's why they're spreading all that devil music,
just nonsense, man.
Stupid shit because they feed on that and they need that, and your soul's not gonna go nowhere if you're living off of hate, lust.
It's just, man. When I get on Facebook, nigga, it's full of nonsense.
Devil
just
shit,
man,
nonsense. Nothing productive.
You heard about that T app? That T
app?
Oh,
yeah.
Man, nigga, they talking about it, and all I get from it is just people talking about each other, and I don't see no growth in anybody on that shit, man. Like y'all niggas ain't growing at all.
If you're worried about the T app.
Yeah, come on, man. How you growing? You not growing, boy. Y'all gotta jump up on the whole. Fuck, I don't know, man.
But
get some wisdom or something, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can say, cause that shit ain't doing nothing for your ass. You only got 639,000 damn hours in this place, and you on the T app, boy. Hell yeah.
It's a lot of fucking work, man.